What's up and welcome back. I'm John Stark, MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic. And today, we're talking about Snack Shack. I know, you probably don't know what this movie is. It seems to have somehow flown under the radar for reasons I really just don't understand, but I really want to talk about it. This film does have audio description from International Digital Center, written by Dakota Green. And yeah, it's very much worth talking about. Uh, might currently be my favorite narrative feature of the year. I say that because I've seen some documentaries that were really good, but this might be my favorite film of the year thus far, up to the point of you watching this. Snack Shack taking that title. Um, I was really surprised by it. It's a film that keeps opening up with layers, and that's what I liked about it. Conor Sherry stars alongside, we've got Nick Robinson and Gabriel LaBelle from The Fablemans, sort of like the three leads. Actually, really, it's Conor and Gabriel, and then Nick Robinson is also. It was just Nick Robinson is the most recognizable name in the cast. We've also got David Costable here, who I love from Billions. He played Wags on Billions. I definitely named him Best Supporting Actor, and from last year he was on my list. So yeah, I think he's a great actor, and what he contributes to the film is small, which is sad, but at least he's doing work, and I like that. So but it's about these two films, two guys, two guys. AJ, played by Connor, and Moose, played by Gabriel, and they have all these kind of schemes as to like how to make money because they have plans, things they want to do. They're just chilling. This is sort of a period piece. Feels like it takes place not in our era, but maybe like in the 90s or something like that, like back in the day. There was a point where they said risk it for the biscuit, and I was just like, wow, I haven't heard that phrase in a long time. So some stuff took me back. But yeah, it's a teen comedy that is made for the summer, but for some reason was released in the spring. I have no idea why. But these two underage kids are gearing up for summer break, and they kind of pulled some shit, and AJ's parents are upset at him, and they want him to have a real job, and they think Moose is a bad influence, and all this stuff, the usual stuff you'd find in a teen movie. But the two of them basically find out that there's this little snack shack thing that they could potentially become the owners of that is near the swimming pool where the kids all hang out for the summer. And if they own that, they think that they could get stock it and sell snacks all summer and food, and it's sort of funny to see how they start this business and get it going, and all the stuff that goes along on the side, and the girls, and it's not your average teen comedy. It actually plays way more like an indie coming of age drama at times. The score, I actually loved the score to this film. It's very light. A lot of times with teen comedies, they love playing that, like, hot off the radio, like they're an MTV movie, like everything is MTV movies, whether they are or not, because they're playing like the coolest songs of the moment to bring the kids in. This has an actual score to it. Somebody wrote music, and it's nice. There's very little pop music blasting in this film at all. There's like maybe like two songs in this whole film. The soundtrack to this film would be not flying off the charts. No, they paid a guy to write a score to this film, and this is currently also my favorite score of the year. This film just surprised me on so many levels. The film has an emotional twist towards the end that I did not see coming. Um, it's got, yeah, it has so many layers and levels to it that I highly recommend Snack Shack. Is it perfect? No. The pacing is a little bit long. Honestly, I go into things a lot of times without any knowledge of how long they are or what they're about. So when I found out the film was an hour and 52 minutes long, I was like, what? This is a teen comedy. What the fuck is it that long for? So it's really hard to not say pacing and to not say runtime. There's no way that there isn't a shorter cut of this film that isn't tighter and isn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like pure perfection. For some reason, this director just, I know it's his baby, and he just couldn't figure out a cut of this film. But teen comedies aren't meant to go this long. And this is mostly a teen comedy. This is mostly like two teens getting into some shenanigans and crazy shit. And it's just not meant to go that long. And you don't need to include everything just because you thought it was cool in the scripts and you shot it. And now you're like, what do we do? Um, it's about a tighter film that still embraces all of the themes that you've come up with, and it really gives these actors a chance to breathe. Anyway, I think Conor is really a breakout here as AJ. I think he definitely is one to watch. Somebody I wasn't familiar with going into the film. Obviously, Gabriel LaBelle was fantastic in The Fabelmans. Nick Robinson has been fantastic in, I don't know, multiple things now. So I was aware of the others, and I know that they're great. I don't know who Conor Conor Sherry is, but yeah, he caught my attention, and some really strong work. This has a surprisingly emotional core to it, and it really pays off. It works out, and I really enjoyed Snack Shack. It's a film that I had no idea that was coming, and then it just showed up and has audio description. So props. I don't know why it was released in spring. That would be a huge criticism for the studio for wasting this. That's probably why nobody's heard of it, because you just don't release teen comedies in the spring, that are about the summer. That's weird. I think that happened to She's All That, so maybe that would ended up being one of the biggest teen comedies. But no, that was still during the school year because they were trying to get her ready for prom. Never mind. I can't now. I don't know. I don't know if a summer teen. It is the summer. They're doing this during the summer, not the school year. So actually, I don't think they ever go to school in this movie. But yeah, kids behaving badly, but also so totally relatable and enjoyable. Audio description, Dakota Green's audio description really just captures these kids and everything that they're doing, because some of it is very just sort of realistic and normal, and other things are the kind of typical stuff that you would find in a teen comedy. So it's a very measured, balanced audio description between the two things. And when the film wants to change gears, the description was always there. The narrator's voice. I did write it down. It's just not a narrator I'm familiar with. I thought they did nice work. She did a good job. So anyway, props to everybody here. It's not necessarily the most difficult description, but because these kids also do wild and crazy things at times, it can have bursts of things where you're like, I would have no idea what this was without it. No idea what was happening in the scene without audio description, which is why it's so important, because it would have absolutely ruined the experience for me, and I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk about Snack Shack today. I didn't think I was going to be talking about Snack Shack in a way where I was like, ah, guys, it's like the best thing I've seen this year so far. Check it out. I like little surprises like this. I like when a little film comes along and just kind of like, wow, okay, cool. Thank you for this. So I'm going to give Snack Shack an A-. It's I think the highest grade I've given a narrative feature this year. Hadn't been, yeah, anyway. So yeah, check it out, please. Watch it however you can, and wherever you can, as many times as you can. I don't know, however much you feel like, but definitely check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I will see you guys on the other side.